Hey folks, Keith with 93 Lumber coming back at you with another beer. This was sent to me by Shaun from Nerdsense. This is Schilling Beer Company. It is their Kamarade. It is a Baltic Porter. It is 9% alcohol by volume. It doesn't say anything about this beer on here. It was canned 1921, I think that says. So that would make this almost 2 months old. It doesn't say much about the beer on the can. It does not say anything other than the fact that it's a Baltic Porter and that is 9% alcohol by volume. But I looked it up briefly, and the only thing I found said that it is brewed with chocolate malts, or chocolate rye. I think that's what it said. Yeah. Like a reddish brown color around the bottom. There's a slight brown around the edges. That is a finger of khaki-esque head. That is, those are very tiny, mostly tiny bubbles. Yeah. So the reason I say I looked it up is because Shaun sent me a few beers and he kept saying, I want you to try these smoked beers. And the only one of them said that it was a smoked beer. Turns out another one was also a smoked beer. And so I wanted to look up to see if this was a smoked beer because I just wanted to know going into it if it was smoked beer because, because I hate surprises. So yeah, so let's see what it smells like. And also thanks, Shaun. For 9%, all this smells like is chocolate, and there's a little bit of like a spicy thing. And I don't know if it was brewed completely with chocolate rye, but from the nose, I would say it was. Yeah. Yeah. There is a little bit of like I don't want to call it an astringency thing, but it might be because it's lagered, but I don't know. It might just be like, I know sometimes like dark beers can get that metallic astringency thing, but I'm not sure if that's what that is. But let's just see what it tastes like. Thank you, Shaun. Cheers. That I don't know if it's because I know it was brewed with chocolate rye or if that's what but it just tastes like chocolate and it's got a spicy thing. And then it's chocolate So when I swallow, it goes chocolate. It goes spicy rye. I tried to say spicy and rye at the same time. And then there is a little tiny bit of warming in here. Just a tiny bit. Like I get that from like IPAs sometimes that are like 6-7%. So it is, well, I guess I don't get the warming feeling, but I get like the alcoholiness on the back end. But it does not taste like it is 9%. So that is impressive. Yeah, that spicy thing, it must be... Yeah. I want to say it must be... I don't think it said completely with chocolate rye. I think it just said with chocolate rye. But based on this taste, I would assume that it was either mostly chocolate rye or entirely. I am getting a little bit of lager vibes on it, but I don't drink too many Baltic Porters, or I haven't drank too many Baltic Porters, so I think it's giving my brain just a little like, oh, this is not what this is supposed to be. I'm just gonna take a little sip of water, because it's getting a little... there is a bitterness to it, and it was starting to like cling to my mouth. Yeah. Yeah, that bitterness is like, there's like almost like an herbal like tea, or not herbal, but like it's like an earthy, oversteeped tea kind of thing, I guess I would call it. But it's not quite that. I don't know. I'm terrible at describing things. Which, thanks for everybody for hanging out on this channel for over a year. But that's besides the point. Yeah. I don't know if it's just me. For 9%, I want a little bit more flavor, because it's a little water. It doesn't taste watered down, but like it's thin, and the flavor is kind of two-dimensional. Like you get the chocolate, you get the rye, whatever. But I mean, it tastes good. I just, like, for 9%, I just wish it was like a little bit lifted up, just a little bit more. But yeah. Oh well. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna finish this. I don't care. Thank you, Shaun, for sending this to me. I wish I got more Schilling stuff. And I'm not saying that to Shaun. I'm just saying that in general. Because it seems like they do the kinds of things that I appreciate more than most breweries. Actually, I feel like when because I looked for the post on Instagram, I feel like when I scrolled through, I wasn't seeing that many IPAs, or maybe it's because I was like focused on finding this post, or the post about this beer. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. I feel like I've gotten, as far as the flavor goes, I feel like I've gotten this from like, I feel like, I don't want to say dark mild. I feel like there's, maybe black lager, or dark lager. Because it kind of comes off with that rye spiciness. It kind of comes off like a black IPA kind of thing. But I've gotten like the flavor from like a lower ABV thing. But I've been hyper focusing tonight, so man, that I've been trying to normalize having some water right here when I do reviews, but I haven't been doing a very good job of that. So if you see it sporadically throughout my reviews, then that's why I'm trying to make it trying to normalize it, I should say. But yeah, I mean, I think this is really good. I think I could find something that gives me the same thing at a lower ABV, but I do like it. It's, yeah, I think I've said all the things. Pretty sure I've said all the things. Yeah. So thank you, Shaun, for sending this to me. I hope you're all doing well, taking care of yourselves, taking care of each other. You can like this video if you would like to. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. You can follow me on Instagram at 93lumber. That's spelled out 93lumber. And we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.